What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I decided to do a continuation of the other video that I posted, which was my morning routine for my bearded dragons. I decided to continue to do the part 2 to it and do my afternoon routine for them. And I kind of go and show you as a motorcycle passes by my house. Wow, that was the softest motorcycle. But anyways, I decided to share with you guys what I do in the afternoon to take care of my bearded dragons. That way some of you guys who are planning either to get a bearded dragon or are looking for new tips and tricks to see what I'm doing in keeping them, maybe learn a thing or two. So with that being said, let's just get started with this video. Let's go. Before we go, okay. Honestly, these zoom ins are starting to get a little bit out of hand, so let's just get started with this video. Let's go. Did you really think I wasn't gonna zoom in? Oh, you guys played yourself. We gotta zoom in. Ooh, baby, look at Wilbur up there looking all glorious and fantastic. And then we got BB down here looking like Her Majesty herself. God damn, I got some beautiful bearded dragons. But with that being said, let's just get started with this video and let's go. Okay, so the one thing that I started to get into the habit of doing, since now it's starting to get a little bit colder out, is actually go inside of the enclosures and checking temperatures frequently. I like to adjust my temperatures according to the season, so if it is getting warmer outside, I might drop the temperatures in here because my ambient temperatures might be already warm. And sometimes in the winter time in my room, it gets a little bit more colder. It doesn't really drop too much, and I do have heaters throughout the house, but it could still get kind of cold. So I just go in there with this temperature gun, and I think everyone should have one. And I just basically check the temperatures. As you can see, BB is trying to eat it. BB, why are you always hungry? But the temperature is reading at 103, or 105. I do keep my bearded dragons a little bit warmer in the winter time. And one thing that I do like to mention to everyone who might be owning a bearded dragon is that you always want to make sure that you're checking the temperatures on your bearded dragon. So as you can see, BB is sitting at 100. So even though reading about 105, 106, BB is actually sitting at around 100 or 99 Fahrenheit. So it's very important that you always check your bearded dragon, because sometimes the branches, they might be hiding underneath it, or they might be awkwardly sitting on a branch and not getting the full benefit of the heat. Now, something else that I've been doing with my bearded dragons is actually giving them water with this like ketchup bottle, but it's completely empty and it's just filled with water. And what I do, PB, calm down. But what I do is go inside of the enclosure and actually give them water in this way. Like, look at this. Yeah, you see? And even though I do keep water dishes inside of their enclosure, I do like making sure that they're drinking water, especially when it's like in the afternoon. They've been kind of already inside of, basically already warm, and they might get a little bit thirsty. So I do like going in there and giving them some water in this way. So it is a great way also to bond with your bearded dragon. So if you're looking for a different way to bond, I'd say get yourself a bottle, and then as well as make sure that your bearded dragon's staying nice and hydrated. Now Wilbur up here, as you can see, he's actually shedding from his ear, which is kind of funny because bearded dragons, they usually shed their whole entire body when they're hatchlings, but when they're adults, they actually shed parts of their body. So it's not even like their whole body. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So let me bring Wilbur down. So this is what I was Wilbur looks so funny. This is what I was talking about. They basically shed parts of their body. It's not always the full thing. Hey, are you trying to bite my finger, dude? Calm down. Okay, like they're hungry right now. Like it is technically feeding day and it is the afternoon, so they're hungry. This guy's like literally mistaking my finger as food. My goodness, beep. So what I like to do with the shed is, if it's coming off, I might like just help it and just you know, kind of leave it like that. But I don't like ripping it off because that can injure a dragon. But in this case, the shed is coming off, and as you can see, it just popped off. So there's that. But it's kind of funny that he literally just shed that little tiny part. Why are you looking at me like that, Wilbert? Don't bite this finger, dude. Don't even try. Do you want some water? Take some water. He's like, I don't agree to this. I don't agree to this water. Okay, Wilbert. I think you are okay now. Dude, what do you want from my life? What do you want? This guy's trying to breed my hand. What are you doing? Ow! Are you crazy? This guy is nuts. This guy is literally nuts. Look, he's trying to breed the stick now. Why are you trying to breed this stick? Dude, what has gotten into you? Wow, I've never seen this behavior from Wilbur, but he's trying to breed everything he possibly can. Wilbur, we need to get you a girlfriend. Yeah, we need to get you a girlfriend. Like, this is getting ridiculous, man. You try to breed my hand, now the stick? Damn, boy. You crazy. Now, another one that's actually going into shed happens to be Brienne over here. And she is having like a full body type of shed where she has her chin. Like, look at that. Like, her chin is like going into shed, as well as the top of her head. And her body is like a different color as well. So, and her tail is going into shed. So she has parts of her that are in shed, as well as other parts that will be soon later on, either this week or maybe sometime tomorrow, are going to be more in shed. So right now she's a little bit aggravated. You know, bearded dragons don't, you know, it's almost uncomfortable for them to be in this situation where they feel like they're in shed. So Brienne is usually a chill dragon, but right now she does not want to be bothered. She does not want to be touched. So in this case, what I would do is actually just give her a bath and let her relax in it. So I think I might go do that for her. Okay, so we got Brienne over there just chilling on a towel. I do have some warm water here. Oh, that she's gonna just walk. Okay, that worked so perfectly. Okay, get in the water. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You can do it. I actually didn't expect her to just walk in like that, but that was easy. All right, so now that she's inside of the water, all I have to do is really just like put it on her, and she's a bit wrinkly, and that's because of the shed. So hopefully this like bath does help out her shed, and I think she's really enjoying it, because honestly, Brienne is one of those dragons that it's like some days she likes the baths and some days she doesn't. But today I think she's just completely done with this shed and just wants to take it off. So she's looking for any way that she could, like, you know, help with the irritation. So look at her, she's like just swimming. Come on, swim. Come this way. Come this way, Brienne. She's actually happy. She finally could take off that shed. Take it off. I swear this could be the whole video. Just Brienne swimming. Right, Brienne, do you like it? I think she enjoys this. Like, look at her. Like, she's literally like trying to get rid of this shed. Like, she doesn't want it. She's like, take it off. Okay, we get it, Brienne. We get it. Like, she's so done with this shit. She's literally like shaking her butt. Oh God, Brienne. Oop. Alright, so now Brienne is basically done her bath. I did manage, you know, some of the shed did manage to come off. Some of, a bit of her tail shed. You know, she still has some on her chin, and her whole entire body is basically going into shed. By the way, shout outs to my toilet papers. Look at that, we prepared. Look at that, like it's to the ceiling, boy. But that's like in the background. But basically, yeah, I got myself a baby Yoda right here in the towel. She has done her bath. And this is just something that I do in the afternoon. You know, some of my bearded dragons, like my adults, I give them a bath every other day. If they were hatchlings, I would actually try to give them a bath every day. Well, at least not a full bath, but at least let them go in water so they could stay hydrated. But Brienne here is doing a great job, and most of the shed has come off. So yeah, Brienne, let's go back inside of your enclosure. Okay, so this right here is something that I do not every single afternoon, but I did make a whole video just dedicated on bonding with my bearded dragons in this way, and that is basically letting them just walk around in my washroom and use a feeding method to kind of get them to bond with me as well as come towards me if they're feeling a bit skittish. But since I got my girls here, I got Sansa, I got Penelope, and I got Brienne, who still has the shed. Oh God, what do you? Okay, they see the worms. But basically what I like to do is just feed them in this way. So you can see Sansa is just gonna go at it, and that's just gonna call the other girls to come. Come on, Brienne, Penelope. Yes, you eat that. Yummy. Okay, okay, you guys, stop fighting. They're literally like riding each other. But as you can see, none of them are attacking each other. They're just strictly going towards the food. Now, this is just a way for me to bond with them, as well as allowing them to bond with each other. These girls are technically, well, these two are related, but Penelope isn't. But as you can see, together, they're perfectly fine. They're not fighting. They're not head bobbing towards each other. And that's because I kind of been, you know, training them, you know, every afternoon. I'll take them out, I'll handle them together, and there's now teamworking. Honestly, there's nothing more satisfying than to just hang around with your bearded dragons at the end of the day. Like I mentioned, this is not their feeding. I just like doing this either in between their feeding or as well as before I give them their actual food. So, you know, like I mentioned, it gives me a great way to bond with them, as well as each of them are not being mean to each other. So it's kind of cool because I could take them out, hang out with them, and not worry that they're gonna be nasty towards each other. So if you guys do own more than one bearded dragon, try this out, but definitely keep a close eye. If you see anything of them misbehaving or being a little bit too aggressive towards each other, then separate them. I did a whole separate video dedicated to how to keep bearded dragons together, not housed together, but in a setting where you could take them out and hang out with them together. So if you want to check that video out, links will be in the description down below. But right now, it looks like these girls are still hungry, so I'm gonna put them back inside of their enclosure and basically give them their meal. Right, Brienne? Well, guys, that is it for this video. Of course, there's so much more that goes into taking care of bearded dragons, especially on their daily routine. But this is sort of what I do daily, as well as there's so much more, like I mentioned, like preparing their veggies, as well as preparing their meals, and I do feed them different things. So if you want to see me do a full feeding day type of thing for my bearded dragons and what I feed them throughout the week, let me know in the comment section down below. Definitely give this video a thumbs up so that way I know that you guys are enjoying these videos. But I really want to make a video just dedicated on what I feed them, because I do feed them different things like hornworms. Sometimes I feed them silkworms, wax worms, as well as crickets, and all of these other different types of veggies. So if you want to see a full kind of diet meal plan that I do for my bearded dragons, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely get back to you. And the way that you could let me know is by basically putting the letter B for bearded dragons. So just spam the comment sections with the letter B, and I'll be like, all right, these guys want that video. But with that being said, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, hit that post notification bell button. I'm Lord of Lion, keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification.